when you're firing, you want to have, anytime you're doing any kind of work with your torch, you want to have water set aside in a bowl. Of course, I have this labeled because at one point I had two of these jars. One jar had the pickle in it, and the other jar just had the water in it. So I haven't taken the label off of this, but I now have my pickle in a little crock pot. And this crock pot you can order, and it comes with a metal base that it sits in and it plugs in. And you can heat your pickle if you like. For the type of pendants that I do the fine silver pendants, and I clean off the fire scale in this pickle. I haven't found a need to heat the pickle. You can heat it if you like or not. I don't heat it. So that's the pickle that is used. Now, one thing about the pickle pot and the water. These are copper tongs. You never want to use anything but copper to go down into your pickle and to put your silver work into the pickle or to take it out. You never want to use anything but copper tongs, because the pickle is going to, it can damage your silver or any other type of gadget, like, like if I use these pliers, anything else that you stick in there, it can have a reaction with the silver. The silver and copper does not react against each other. Okay, so when you're firing and you fired your piece, the first thing you want to do once you're through firing is put it into the pickle jar. You can leave it in the pickle, pickle as long as you want. If you're going through a step-by-step process, like you might need to put two pieces together, join two pieces together. If you're joining two pieces together, you don't have to leave both those pickles in the pickle for a certain amount of time. You can dip it into the pickle once you're through firing it, go into the pickle, leave it in a couple seconds, then dip it into the water. That cools it off. It's ready to work with. The other part, dip it into the pickle, a few seconds, then dip it into the water. That will cool it down. So now you have your two pieces that are cooled off, and you can work with them. You can take and do fluxing on each piece and then join them together with your solder, and then they're ready to be fired again. If you're done with that piece and you want to leave it in there for a long time, for an hour or half an hour, or if you even want to leave it there overnight and come back and work on it the next day, you can leave it in your pickle. Do not ever put a piece in your pickle that you have soldered stones to. You don't want your stones to be in the piece and in the pickle. It'll destroy your stone. So that's one final note, is don't put anything else in here but your silver. Okay, so that's a little bit about using the pickle and the water. Now, the pickle you can purchase from anywhere like Rio Grande, jewelrysupplies.com. I purchased my pickle from a person who taught me silversmithing, and I get my supplies from him. So if you want to use the same pickle that I teach in class, it's a powdered form that it's patented by this person who taught me, and he sells it, and I can purchase it for you. You just have to let me know. I'll have a list that will come with the video, so you can see what the supplies are and see where you can get them. All these supplies I can order for you through my mentor. This tabletop soldering board is round. It's also patented by him. He designed the patent for it, so the supplies come from him. You won't find that in any other supply store.